Is there a car that you don't have yet that maybe you're looking for in the future? Yo, what is up guys? Faisal here. Welcome back to another vlog. Today's vlog, I'm super excited. We're gonna be going to Cars and Coffee. If you don't know what that is, it's a car meet, but very early in the morning. Currently it's just about 8 a.m. But yeah, I'm super excited. There's gonna be a lot of cool cars there. There's also gonna be some cool people over there. Maybe you guys can see by the title and thumbnail. We're gonna try and meet them, explore around. But yeah, it's gonna be overall a fun time, so let's get right to it. Finally got into the car meet. As you can see, there's like a bunch of cars everywhere. But what we're gonna do is actually go ahead and meet JackUltraMotive. If you don't know who that is, he's a big automotive YouTuber, and he's actually the reason that I started YouTube directly. I used to make gaming videos. If you're an OG viewer, you would know from Forza Horizon and stuff, and he actually is here today. So being able to see him, meet him in person, this is actually really like crazy. I'm super excited. But yeah, I mean, like, he's a super big inspiration to me. And so one of the other special things about Jack is that since I've been watching him for such a long time, I've actually been keeping up with his journey. And so when he hit 500,000 subscribers, he made a special video which I then recreated in a video game and posted on my YouTube channel. And the cool thing is he actually saw that video just about 7 years ago, so I had to make sure that I showed him that as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's go meet him.
How's it going? Nice to meet you.
I just want to say thank you for inspiring me. You're actually the one, because you know, obviously a lot of people like stop and get you're actually the one that directly inspired me to start YouTube.
Too big of an honor, man. It's crazy to hear.
Because actually I've been watching you for like a super long time, right? Like from before you in high school, like
yeah.
So I actually have a screenshot. So this is from like your first ever fan lobby you did.
You were in there?
Like your
Dude, that's so cool. So which one was you?
I was.
Oh, the cool. Dude, I think I remember that.
Yeah, I know. I used to like join a lot of your lobbies.
Yeah.
And then one time, like I remember it was like this was like just like you and your friends. I was like in the lobby. I remember I asked you to take like a selfie.
Yeah.
Like laughing at me, so you're like, oh,
yeah, man, you know, nobody wants that.
Yeah, yeah. Bro, I'm actually like in shock. Like I remember the name. So it's a weird, crazy feeling to be like, holy crap. Like
yeah, I know.
actually
And so I started my channel using like right, and then when you hit 500K, you just like
yeah.
So I recreated that in the game. And I actually saw the video.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's so crazy.
I mean,
you always
now,
been from around here?
Yeah, I've grown up here, so I mean, I started doing Horizon 5 now. Everything I do is like I grow up.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, like, you know, like Jack's here. Like he's like, you like literally like the dogs that people play against with. Like I like manifested like, you know, I have to beat him, and then maybe one day, you know, once I get to the
Yeah, yeah. Well, dude, it's just an honor just to be able to finally meet after all this time. So yeah, dude. Let's do it.
So just one question for you. Obviously you've had like a lot of cars, you know, like going through it, like different like categories and everything. Is there a car that you don't have yet that maybe you're looking for in the future?
Just like every kid in the world right now, I'd love a 911 GT3.
That would be great.
I would love one of those. I've always wanted to own an R35 GTR, and I've still just always had an itch to kind of like showcase how I do that platform. Yeah, either of those two cars, like hopefully someday they could be in the garage, who knows, but yeah.
I mean, obviously, like, you know, a lot of people look up to you and they like they always want to get their dream car. They're like, maybe like one piece of advice for someone that wants to get their dream car.
I mean, yeah, advice for getting your dream car. I mean, make sure it's a car that like actually, you know, will be reliable and that you'll be able to actually like maintain too if, you know, things go south. There's like scenarios where I always advise on the newer, more practical car than like something that is more old school, rough around the edges, but might be like cooler and might get more attention. Yeah. So if you're in between, like, let's say like your only car and you're in between getting like an old Skyline versus like, you know, a newer like GR Corolla or something like that, like honestly the GR Corolla route is probably the first step I'd go, and then maybe like then get like the older car, you know.
Makes sense.
Just because I've learned too many people that have gotten the older car and then they couldn't be able to afford to maintain it, just sits around.
It's
how it
costs
goes.
a lot too.
Exactly. But yeah, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, bro. I'm gonna make the video, I'll tag you, and you know, maybe I'll see you in the future.
Say less.
Alright guys, W in the chat. I think you guys saw that. Dude, first of all, shout out to Jack. If you're watching this, bro, shout out to you. You're awesome. You're the man. Thank you so much for being so cool. And if you guys heard him say, he actually remembered from when I made the older YouTube video recreating his thing in game, and he also remembers when I was like in his lobbies a lot. Because I'm telling you, I've been an OG fan. Like I've been watching for a while, so it's crazy. Because you know, he's literally my direct YouTube inspiration. None of this would have been possible if it wasn't for him. Because he literally inspired me to get started with YouTube. And you know, we even got the signature right here, nice little Hennessy poster. So fire, dude. I don't know how to describe. You know when you meet someone that has played such a big like inspiration in your life, and then you know, all of a sudden you just don't know what to say. It's kind of like one of those moments. So it's just crazy. But yeah, I mean, shout out to Jackman. W's in the chat. Everyone, if you haven't liked the video, what are you doing? Everyone like the video right now. Make sure you subscribe. And yeah, I mean, let's go ahead check out what else they have to see over here.
I'm like at the surface level.
This thing is an absolute beast. I'm not gonna lie. I've been seeing it obviously from when he first got it, and then he went through like the different phases of it. And so finally seeing it fully like, you know, built, it's actually insane. I definitely wanted to see some of the other cars, but obviously, you know, you can't bring everything at once. In the future, you guys heard it from him. Maybe there'll be a collab one day. We'll see. We're just gotta work towards it. Everything comes with manifestation. We made this happen. We can definitely make that happen as well. So the theme for today's meet is actually JDM. JDM is actually one of my favorite car categories ever. My dream like JDM car ever is an R34, the blue color. We got a full lineup of different GTRs, obviously. R34, R33, R32. It's crazy. Like, they've been kept in great condition, so it's just awesome to see like how nice they look, especially in person. Everything correctly. They even got, I don't know if you can notice, but top 3 popular cars of all time. Just because how crazy Fast and Furious, how much it's played a role in car culture community. If you grew up on Fast and Furious or ever watched it, you would know what I'm talking about, but it's crazy. I mean, Supra and the GTR are probably 2 of my favorite JDM cars ever. It's a very basic pick, but there's a reason that they're so popular. Just because how good they are, how cool they look, and you know, just overall, just how awesome they are. Came to like the other side of the parking lot, and there's a whole bunch of other cars. I didn't even realize like this whole section was part of it. If you've never been to a car meet, especially, you need to go to a car meet. There's so many cool, like, you know, you just kind of meet so many new people. You'll see like a lot of different cars you might not have ever seen before. So when you see them, especially IRL, it's like always like a crazy feeling. Crazy, they got a proper track car STO right here. Casually just have a full-on track car in here. And then you have a track car with the helmet as well. It just made me want to get an RC car, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to show you guys something. If you've never seen a GTR, like a Nismo or any sort of JDM car, a lot of times, especially if they're like imported directly from Japan, they're gonna be on the right-hand drive. You can see actually in here, look at the interior, it's on the right-hand drive. And since these cars are much older, you can see it's a lot more basic, but they actually got the carbon fiber on the inside, which looks super sick. And they got the racing seat kind of design as well. Super sick. Reflective ones are kind of goes from purplish to pink. So, you know, normally wheels are kind of like, the ones are stanced out so you can see. Insane. Everyone's part of the car culture, even the dogs included. Casually in frame, you know, you got me and Jack right there. I'm here with Zach. So obviously, you know, you've had experience with Jack with a lot of different cars. What's probably like one car that you haven't like been in or you haven't owned yet that you maybe you want to get in the future?
Let's see. I really love the 981 GT4 Porsche. So it's definitely a car I'd love to own one day.
I mean, Porsche is always just so like timeless. So
yeah,
I watched your gaming setup video way back, and like you were like, and then when I saw like
evolved. It used to be like,
yeah,
I used to think it was the craziest thing when it was really just the
especially when you did, like, you know, you did like the cinematics and all that.
I know.
Like, oh, yo, that's so fire.
Dude, it's so funny.
But then I remember like because you had the L-shaped table, that made me want to get like an L-shaped. Like,
oh yeah.
So it was cool like seeing that. To the behind the scenes of JackUltraMotive vlogging right here. We're loading the GTRs into the trailer right now. This is also one of the best parts about car meets is that once the cars leave, you get to see them drive. Obviously you see the cars in the parking lot, but you never get to really experience them like in terms of how they drive, how they sound. So this is like probably like, again, one of the best parts. And especially with like a view like this. Sitting watching. It's not just me, everyone loves this part of the car meet. So whenever you go to a car meet, make sure you stick around till the end so you can see all the cars leaving, because again, one of the best parts. right, y'all, we made it back. Car meet finally officially over. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what to describe. That was absolutely insane. First off, we saw so many cars, so many cool things. Saw like the cars being loaded in the trailer, all the different like cars leaving and stuff. Super sick. Then we met Jack. Yo, shout out to Jack again. Super awesome dude, super cool guy. That was such a cool experience. And I don't know if you guys saw at the end, he was vlogging when he was leaving right now, so there's a chance we might be in his vlog. You never know. If so, that would be insane. Overall experience, met a lot of cool people. That was probably like the best car meet that I've been to, I'm not gonna lie. Not just because of the cars, but also the experience as well. Overall, super awesome. I hope you guys did enjoy, you know, the whole experience. Let me know if you guys want me to make more car content. I love cars personally, so I know I might have some car fans also watching, so if you guys want to see some more car videos, let me know down below. I definitely will be making them. I love cars so much, and I know that a lot of you guys as well. But yeah, make sure you hit that like button. W car meet.